few weeks I've been really spot on with my upsets. I think Carlton, shall.
They beat them over there last year.
I know. That's why I'm picking
Carlton
them.
did, yes.
OK, time for a short break, and we're going to check out this week's Indigenous sporting legend.
Hi, I'm Kyah Simon, a member of the Westfield Matildas. I've gone to 2 World Cups and 1 Olympics in Rio last year. I've also played in the professional league in America for 4 seasons with the Boston Breakers, and I've played in every year for the Westfield W League here in Australia as well. I grew up in the western suburbs of Sydney, in a little suburb called Quakers Hill. My mum's mob's from Armidale, my dad's mob's from Taree. I've got 3 siblings. We grew up in a 3-bedroom house. Mum and Dad both worked and did all that they could in their power to give us the best upbringing by making a lot of sacrifices to send us off to a private school. My sporting journey started in rugby league, funnily enough, as a 6-year-old girl. My older brother played in the same club, so it was Blacktown City. You know, at that age, it's all very much having turns, get the ball and run. Definitely have some fond memories, you know, scoring my first try, tackling the boys, roughing them up. And it wasn't until the age of 8 and my next door neighbour invited me down to Quakers Hill Soccer Club. Within a couple of sessions, I went home to Mum and I said, Mum, I want to play for Australia. I want to play for Manchester United one day. And she's probably thinking, you're crazy. But I think from that age, I definitely had in my mind where I wanted to go and what I wanted to achieve.
Can she win the Asian Cup?
The enjoyment that I get out of the game is making some of my best friends that I have still to this day. You've got that one common thing and that one common interest, and that's football and the game of football. My parents, they made a promise to each other that they would have a alcohol, drug and smoke-free household for us to grow up in. Growing up in the western suburbs of Sydney, there's always that peer pressure to drink and smoke, and you know, when I was younger, if my sister and I went to parties, there'd always be you know, that temptation or that peer pressure there from our friends, and it wasn't necessarily that they wanted us to be bad or not, but we didn't want to go down that path. Anytime we went out, it was a choice by her and I, Sarah and I, to not do it. And for me, having in the back of my mind what I wanted to achieve, I wanted to play for Australia one day. I wanted to be the best athlete that I could. I knew that smoking wasn't going to help me achieve that, and that was definitely a determining factor in the decision that I made. So please, don't make smokes your story.
Don't Make Smokes Your Story, broadcast partners of the Marngrook Footy Show.